everyone, I'm here to do my wrap-up vlog for the month of October. I managed to read 9 books and I'm currently reading 3 books, so I guess I did pretty good. First up, the books that I'm currently reading. I am reading Tankborn by Sandler, which I got from NetGalley. I'm reading that on my Kindle and it's pretty good so far, but I wasn't really feeling the book, so I put it aside so I can read it when I feel like reading it, so I can do the book justice, because it was pretty good, and just because I don't feel like reading it, I don't feel like I should take it out on the book. I'm also reading Incarceron by Katherines Fisher, and this is a dystopian novel, and in this world they live in era, which means that they live in the style of the 16th or 17th century or something. They are forbidden to use technology in daily life, and they have this high technology prison, and it's called Incarceron, and the main character is a girl, and she's the daughter of the warden of Incarceron, and she gets in contact with a boy who is held prisoner in the prison of Incarceron, and that's basically how far along I got. It's pretty good so far. I'm about halfway in, I think, but it's a little slow because I can basically predict what's going to happen, which is a shame because it's a really good story. But yeah, I hope I will be able to finish this one this week, because I've only read 200 pages in the last week, so I guess I'm a bit in a reading slump or reading funk, I'm not entirely sure, but I really want to finish this. And then I'm also reading Dear Mr. Potter, which is basically a book that consists of all kinds of fan stuff, like pictures and stories and drawings, and it's a beautiful book, but I'm only reading little bits of it every time that I open this one, because I don't want to rush through it, because it's just such a beautiful book and I really like it. So now on to the books that I managed to finish. I read The Truth About Forever by Sarah Dessen, which was my 4th Sarah Dessen book, and somehow this was my least favorite. It was pretty good. I really liked the main character, but I lacked some connection with the characters. So I wasn't really taken away with the story or something. It just wasn't as good as this Lullaby or Lock and Key. So, but it was still pretty good. I still gave it 4 out of 5 because Sarah Dessen is brilliant. Then I read Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins, and this is the companion novel to Anna and the French Kiss. And Anna was amazing, and Lola wasn't as good, but it was still really good. I gave this 5 out of 5 as well. The reason that I didn't think it was as good as Anna was mainly because Lola is really out there. She is really extravagant when it comes to clothes and makeup, I guess, and I could identify more with Anna because she was just a normal girl, but it was a really good story. I really liked Cricket. And I didn't think I could like Cricket because he has the name Cricket, but it was a really nice character and I really liked him. And I'm really looking forward to reading Isla and the Happily Ever After, which will come out in 2012. It's a really good book. But then I read Abandoned by Meg Cabot, and this is the first in the trilogy, and it has a new take on the myth of Persephone. It's about a girl who basically escaped death because she died, and she escaped the underworld, and now there are things happening, and I didn't really like this one that much. It was a bit slow, there wasn't much happening. I couldn't really connect to the characters in it, but yeah, I was a bit disappointed by this one. There's a gorgeous cover, and I've heard mixed things, so I guess I'm not the only one who wasn't really into this one. But yeah. I will read the second book though, because the ending made me curious about how the new story continues, so I will be picking up the second book, but I wasn't really a big fan of Abandon. Then I picked up My Soul to Take by Rachel Vincent, and I've had this one for months and months. I think that I had this one for over a year, and I just didn't really feel like picking it up. I wasn't sure about it, and I picked it up, and it was really, really good. So that was a pleasant surprise, and I'm really glad that I have the second book already. This is about a girl who wants to scream her head off as soon as she sees a person with like a grey fog over them, and in this book she finds out what that means and stuff. I didn't really like Nash, to be honest. There's something that I think is wrong about him. But I did really like Todd, so I hope we'll see more of Todd in the next couple of books and a little less of Nash. But I really like this one. I got 4 out of 5, and I'm really looking forward to reading book 2. Then I read a classic. I read The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood, and this is set in a dystopian world where people are basically not really able to have children, and they have handmaids, and they are basically used to breed. And this was a really gripping story, and I really, really liked reading it. It was really well written. But the ending, I do not like open endings. I really don't. So I had some trouble with the ending, which is why I gave it 4 out of 5 instead of 5 out of 5, because the story was really, really good. And I will be picking up Wither by Lauren DeStefano really soon, and I've heard that it's compared to The Handmaid's Tale, so I'm looking forward to seeing how that compares. But it was a really, really good book, and I'm looking forward to reading more of her work, because she has a lot of books. Then I read an adult title. I read Lover Awakened by J.R. Ward, which is the 3rd book in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series, and so far this is my favorite. This is the story of Zadist, and I thought it was a great story. The epilogue was a bit over the top for me, but one of the last scenes was so cute, and I thought it was amazing. Not really what I would expect to find in adult paranormal romance, but this was a really, really good book, and I really liked it. I really should get on and buy the 4th book, because I don't have that one yet. But it's really, really good. I really recommend the Black Dagger Brotherhood series for as far as I've read them, because I can't judge about the 4th till the 9th book. I think there are 9 books right now. But it's really, really good. And then I read An Abundance of Katherines by John Green, and I have to say that I like this one better than I liked Looking for Alaska. And I know that everyone is really hyping Looking for Alaska, but I felt I could connect to the characters in this one more. I really like the story, I really like the characters, and it had something that I didn't feel or have with Looking for Alaska. It was a really, really good story, and I'm looking forward to reading Paper Towns, because I haven't read that one yet, but it's on my shelf, so I'll be getting to that soon. And then last but not least, you can guess which book is coming up right now. The Son of Neptune by Riordan. And this book is amazing. It's the 2nd book in the Heroes of Olympus series, which is the sequel series to Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. And Percy Jackson, the original series, is more of a middle grade story, but this one is definitely young adult, and oh my god, I love this book. It was amazing. It was funny, it was thrilling, it was a good story. I liked the gods, the monsters, the characters, the campers. I loved every single thing about this. It was so good. If you haven't read Percy Jackson, or you have read Percy Jackson and you haven't read The Lost Hero, which is the 1st book in the Heroes of Olympus series, please pick it up, because it's so, so good. And I feel like Rick gets better and better and better every single book. And I didn't think it was possible, but he's doing it. And I love this book so, so much. And I'm really looking forward to reading the third book, which is The Mark of Athena. So I guess we'll be seeing a lot of Annabeth in that one. Oh my god, this is such a good book. If you haven't read Percy Jackson or The Heroes of Olympus, please pick it up because it's so, so, so good. Yes, I love this one. So that's everything that I read this month. Yeah. I hope I'll be able to read just as much in November because I'm participating in Nano, and I'm not sure if I will have enough time to actually read stuff besides writing my story, because I have, and in my opinion, pretty good story in mind, and I really hope I can make it to that 50k. So yeah, let me know in the comments below which books you've read in the past month, if you have any recommendations, books that you really liked, and if you have books that were really disappointing, please let me know as well, because I'm really curious to see your opinion on that. And yeah, that's it for now, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.